Yes, ladies and gentlemen, episode 44 of Pokemon Horizons titled The Plan for Capturing Rayquaza just dropped, and we are reaching the climax of this arc as our heroes confront the explorers and find themselves face to face with Rayquaza. What's going to happen here? Let's find out. Continuing from last episode, after Coral told our heroes about the explorers' plan to summon Rayquaza, Friede does some preliminary exploration and finds the suspicious island we saw 2 episodes ago was indeed the explorers' base, as he sees Spinel go in the building. After recording that, he heads back to the ship and shows everyone, which is where Liko and Roy confirm that Spinel is indeed an explorer. And while originally Friede doesn't want the kids to get involved, he sees their determination and allows them to do so. Since they don't want to fly over there and get spotted immediately, they go on a boat through the island located off the port of Lavencia. They then get near the signal area, but are immediately suspicious when the door that Spinel went through that was fully locked before is now unlocked. So, being suspicious, only Friede goes in, and turns out he was right as the door closes on its own and locks. It was meant to get everyone, but only Friede is stuck there. He tells the kids to go find where the Rayquaza summoning is happening. Our kids don't know where to go, but Terapagos comes out of Liko's backpack and points them towards the Lavencia lighthouse. There, it turns out the other explorers, including Coral, Onyx, and Agate, are getting ready to summon Rayquaza. She's turning on a resonance machine that mimics the output of Terapagos calling Rayquaza that Spinel made, and it seems to work, as once the Rayquaza is called, the resonance also makes it so that it doesn't attack, which is an interesting power of Terapagos' resonance that we've never explored before. Regardless, once the Rayquaza comes down, the explorers are free to attack it without it attacking back. Our heroes arrive near the Lavencia tower to see this, so they let the rest of the Volt tacklers know. Dot tells them that she has finally finished the machine that she can use to disable it. However, she'll need to get near the lighthouse in order to use it, and even though Murdoch doesn't want her to, Dot is determined, so they decide to fly the ship nearby the lighthouse. Meanwhile, Liko and Roy try to stop the explorers from capturing Rayquaza by fighting them, and Roy even prevents Agate from throwing an Ultra Ball by sending out his Wattrel to intercept the ball. While this is all going on, Friede is stuck, but he sees his opportunity when battling Spinel when foul play causes Pikachu to go flying back and create a massive dent on the wall of the room they're in. So, he keeps having Pikachu use the same move over and over and get hit by foul play in the exact same spot to weaken the area even more. He then has Pikachu use Volt Tackle and jump off Umbreon's Reflect as a bounce pad to turn around and break through the room, allowing him to get out. Dot then is able to jump from the ship on her suit, which somehow protects her from massive fall, and distracts Agate long enough with her Pokemon to use her Rotom phone to disable the resonance machine completely, allowing Rayquaza to get free and attack back. And indeed it does, using a Draco Meteor on everyone. However, an upset Coral sends her Glalie to self-destruct on Rayquaza, causing it to fall back and do massive damage on the Brave Olivine, causing it to begin going down. As there's a horrified look on all of our heroes' faces, that is where we end the first part of this climax. This episode was awesome. There wasn't much negative to say. I guess the only thing would be that the story for this climax kinda came out of nowhere in this entire arc. There hasn't been much involvement from the Volt Tacklers at all until recently. However, the execution so far has been brilliant. They were able to separate the conflict from each person so that all the major players have had a role so far, and that includes the explorers, who have been a great foil to our heroes. The battle sequences for this episode, including Friede versus Spinel, Liko and Roy versus Onyx, and even Dot versus Agate, was very well done. This episode didn't skip steps when it came to making sure the episode looked good. And the drama of this episode was also good. Separating the best battler from the group and allowing the kids to do their individual things makes this a fun watch. I can't wait to see how the climax progresses. There's a lot of questions here that are being asked, including Spinel saying that he could capture Rayquaza without doing anything. We'll see where that story goes, but I'm interested to see how many of those types of questions get answered in the future. I can't wait. But what about you guys? What did you guys think about this episode? Let me know in the comments down below. Other than that, be sure to like, share, subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at TheRealPDGaming, and that is it. I will talk to you guys later. Peace.